Hello and welcome to another Day James Films unboxing. Okay, it's been a while since I've done an unboxing, but I thought I'd go ahead and do one. I don't have my studio set up yet. We are currently working on a brand new studio, and once we get that set up, these unboxings and tutorials will look a lot more professional. But anyhow, this is what this box looks like when you first open. This is a Cooler Master Mastercase Maker 5. It's the second best case from Cooler Master. Now in this case right here, as you can see, it comes with a little metal magnified box to where you can put some extra stuff in there, like screws and other little accessories in that. Me personally, after I got done with everything, I went ahead and took out that middle piece there and just threw everything in that little box there. But anyhow, in this little box you got zip ties, you also got some screws. As you can see right here, I got plenty of screws for this case. By the way, I went ahead and sped this up a little bit so the video won't be so long, so that's why my voice sounds a little funny. This right here is good for cable management. It's like zip ties basically, but personally I didn't even use those. Okay, here I think this is a bracket for a third fan. You also got a bracket here. It's for some kind of drive in your front bay. I can't remember what it exactly was used for, but that's just about it in this little case thing. Oh, by the way, have you noticed this is probably one of very few unboxing in English? When I tried to find an unboxing before, I couldn't really find none in English. But anyhow, let's continue on. This right here is basically the manual for this Mastercase Maker 5. This right here just pretty much tells you about the parts and how to assemble some of the stuff with it, like fans, graphics cards, and so on and so on. Okay, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about this case. There are 4 different styles of this case. You got the Mastercase 5, the Mastercase Pro 5, the Mastercase Maker 5, which that's what I have, and then the Mastercase Maker 5T, which basically the 5T comes with a Mastercase graphics card holder and a dual tempered glass panels. I just went ahead and just got the Mastercase Maker 5 instead of the 5T. Okay, on the front panel here, you're going to have a USB 3.0 slot and also a USB 3.0 Type-C connector on that slot right there. Also, there's 2 regular USB 2.0 audio in and out, and you also have a LED and fan controller buttons. Okay, as I continue on filming this case, right there you see the logo, then we're going to see the see-through panel right here. Now I have to say, this case is a pretty heavy case. It weighs about 27 pounds, so it's not a light case, but it's a real sturdy case. They did basically at a show and a testing, they showed a man standing up on the case, and for the most part it pretty much held his weight and didn't crush the case or anything like that. Okay, this is a highly customizable case. There's a lot that you can do to it. As you can see right here, I'm taking off this top piece, and as you can see right here, there's a mesh right here. This is basically so that you can put some fans on top of this case right here. That's pretty nice. Now you can also take this whole thing off. And to do that, you can just stick your finger or your hand through there, slide back on there because it's only on there by a magnet. Okay, as I get this top lid off here, you're going to see that it can support up to 2 fans here. You can put 2 120mm fans or 2 140mm fans. Just depends on which one you want to do. But it will take both of them. Later on, you will see that I'll have 2 120 Corsair fans in here. Of course, the fans don't come pre-installed. To install them, you just basically unscrew these screw mounts here. Alright, to take the fan cage off, all you have to do is unscrew these. This also has radiator support as well. You can put a radiator up to a maximum length of 297mm. Now to put the top back on, make sure you're putting it on correctly, because I made a mistake and didn't do that the first time. Just set it on there and then slide it into place. Simple and easy. And of course, if you don't have any fans to put up there, you can go ahead and put the top cover on there. Again, if you do put fans in the top, then you might want to take that cover off. You don't exactly have to, because you do have some vents, but it's best to leave it off. As you can see right here, this right here kind of pops out like that, which actually gives a little bit more airflow, but the way it's ventilated right here, you don't have to. Also, even if you have a CD drive in there, that CD drive, when it opens, it's going to pop that out. My CD has done that several times. Okay, to take this off, when you lean it back, you just lift up on it a little bit and wiggle it out of there, and it'll come out. Also on this thing, there is some like insulated foam here, and this is to pretty much help block out some of the sound and stuff like that that'll be coming from your computer. But it's really nice. I like it. As you can see there are the clips that whenever you put it on, it clips onto that case. On the front of the case, you might see a little well, whoops, as you see, it kind of fell off on there, but you can it'll clip on there correctly and it won't fall off normally. It's just I guess in shipping it did. And as you can see, it comes with two 140mm fans that comes pre-installed on here. Here's that mesh that I end up dropping. And as you can see on here, it has the little hooks. Okay, now you're going to see these little hooks right here that I used to actually put the mesh back on there. I first started putting it in from the top and then just pretty much snapped it in place here. And once it snapped in place, it was fine and it was back on there. Also, as you can see right there, there's two 5 1/4 bays that you can put CD drives, fan controllers, or SD card readers, or whatever you want to put in those bays. In the back here, you can see that these comes with the the large screws that you can screw off by hand. Although most of these screws I had a heck of a time trying to screw off. I had to get a Phillips head screwdriver just to screw them off. As you can see right here, I'm having a heck of a time trying to unscrew that. So I just went ahead and got me a Phillips head screwdriver, and once I found that Phillips head screwdriver, I just untighten it a little bit, and from there I can just go ahead and use my hand to finish untightening it. Of course, the common sense will kind of tell you that. Now when you open up the side of the case here, you slide back a little bit, and if you want, you can go ahead and have it lean, because it has that little well, you can't see it whenever I did it like that, but I went ahead and put it back on there so that you can see it'll actually lean out like that. Just be careful and don't let it fall off. But normally it shouldn't fall off. So, but anyhow, let's go ahead and remove that. Okay, on the front there you see, well, basically you see the CD bay area. It has those two little locks there. So once you put a CD drive in there, you just slide those locks. Okay, down here there's going to be a total of 3.5 inch bays that you can put like a regular hard drive in or snap right in there, and then you just slide it right in or snap in place. They also got another cage down in the basement area that will support 2 more hard drives, 3.5 inch of course. Right here you see the LED strip right here, and you also see 2.5 inch drive bays here where you could put a solid state hard drive, or 2 solid state hard drives, or 2 laptop hard drives basically right there. You can also move those hard drive bays to the back as well. I'll show you later. Right here you see some all the cords and everything like that goes with the case. Down here is the basement area where you can put the power supply, and here are the other 2 hard drive bays that I mentioned earlier. Here is the 140mm exhaust fan, and area where you would put your other fans or liquid cooler or whatever you want to put up there. And right there you can see where some of the cords are coming down from the front panel up there. So, okay, moving on down a little bit, you can see the space in the area behind the case, basically for for your cable management and stuff like that. And as you can see, this is how much space you got behind there. So it's a pretty good amount of space for your cable management. Although I'm not gonna lie, I kind of put a lot of cables back there because I normally have like 4 or 5 different hard drives, so I end up having more cables than most people. Okay, I unscrew the back part, slide it out a little bit, and you can let it lean if you want, because of the hinges down at the bottom. So anyways, let's go ahead and take that off. And as you can see, it's a really big opening, and you might see that little flea-bitten dog of mine. Now I love her. Okay, right here you're going to see a fan controller and an LED controller as well. It'll take up to like 6 fans and 4 LED. Right here you're going to see basically a little conduit where you can trace your wires through and stuff like that to make it look nice and neat. As I said before, I kind of put a lot of wires in my computer because of all the hard drives I have. So when I'm done, it's not going to look this pretty. Also, too, you can also put a lot of cable down in the basement area as well. Plenty of spaces for cable management, although I wish there was a little bit more cable management hooks that you can zip tie to on the back of it, because in a way I kind of don't want a lot of cables down in the basement area either. So, and as I said before, there's a real big opening in the back there, so that whenever you're putting on a new CPU cooler or stuff like that, it makes it a lot more easier. Oh, and I almost forgot, down here at the bottom up under the power supply, there's a nice little filter down here, so that whenever it gets dusty, you can just slide it out and clean it off. Under the case, you got some pretty good lift up under the case there to help out with airflow, as you can see right there. As far as those solid state hard drive bays, as you can see, I already took one of them off. But to take them off, you just unscrew them and you can remove them, and you can take them and you can put them on the back of the case back here with the cable management, so that if you don't want anybody to see your hard drives, you can just stick them back here, as you can see. And that's what I did with my case. I kind of wanted mine back here, kind of out of the way and hidden. To put your PSU, in other words power supply, you got to unscrew all these screws here, slide it in, and then screw them back in. It's pretty simple and easy. As far as your CD drive, when you put it in, you can either put it on the second one or the top one, whichever one you prefer, and whenever it opens, it'll also pop that front panel open as well. Okay, here's the finished product. I pretty much got it all built. I took off the little plastic piece here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you that I got two fans at the top there. Both of them are the Corsair fans. As you can see on the front here, I have a Cooler Master V8. I'm going to show you here in a second. Yeah, here it is, Cooler Master V8. I have some Corsair RAM sticks, EVGA 970 graphics card. Right here you can see my little box that you can end up putting on the inside of your rig right there. Or you can put it whatever you want. Eventually I went ahead and put it on the outside. Down here in the basement you got your power supply. I end up moving my hard drive cage over a little bit. I have my reasons. But this is pretty much what it looks like whenever it's all built. Eventually I end up moving my LED to the top. In this video I didn't do that, but eventually I did move it to the top up there so that the lighting looks a whole lot better. And here's what it looks like whenever I take the top part off of there, and I'll pretty much show you the fans that I have in the top there, the Corsair fans. And these are 120 millimeter fans. Now again, these fans do not come with the case. These is actually just a couple extra fans that I had sitting around. Now here's the back of it. As I said before, I got a lot of cables that I have in my computer because I have about 4 hard drives and a solid state hard drive. So I have a lot of cables that I have in my computer. But even though I have all those cables, I still think I did a pretty good job. And I also utilized the fan and LED controller. And as you can see right here, if you ever have to change the CPU cooler, you have plenty of space to do that. And here's all the connections to my hard drive as well. At the end of this, I decided to just go ahead and put my little box on the side of the case like so. Of course, you can put it wherever you want. Anywhere that has metal, you can pretty much, just put it anywhere you want, really. Just in case you want an up close look at the view window here for the case, here's what it looks like up and close. Nothing real special or anything like that. But it looks like you could possibly replace the glass if you need to. The side panel, it's kind of nice and everything, and you can also replace it if it breaks or anything like that, which is kind of nice. But I went ahead and got a replacement for this, and I got the tempered glass replacement. So I'll be doing a unboxing for that as well. Okay, as I'm editing this video now, I finally got my tempered glass in, so I'm going to do an unboxing of that as well and post that. So there'll be 2 videos posted. I'll have the link down in the description and also at the end of this video. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and build on the Cooler Master Mastercase Maker 5. Anyways, that's it for this video. Until next time, peace out.